Thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lim-Nacker, and of course, want to share with you some of the top stories as we typically do. And the biggest story that we are following today, of course, is the historic indictment of the former President Donald Trump for allegedly mishandling classified documents. Really something that we have to make the distinction between charges for a former president, really unprecedented. But this is the second indictment for Mr. Trump. The first time a former president is facing criminal charges by the government that he once led. He did post on social media, on a platform, Truth Social, that the Justice Department informed him that he was indicted because of the documents found in his Mar-a-Lago estate. 3 people familiar with the case say that Trump faces 7 charges related to keeping national defense information, conspiracy, and obstruction. Trump is maintaining that he's innocent and that this investigation is a hoax.
I'm an innocent man. I did nothing wrong. And we will fight this out just like we've been fighting for 7 years.
And Trump says that he's been called to appear at the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday, something his lawyers say will happen. The indictment could lead to several legal consequences if Trump is convicted, but certainly not the only legal trouble that he's been facing right now, including possible charges in Georgia as well. Of course, as we've been reporting to you on Atlanta News First and Atlanta News First Plus, the Fulton County District Attorney could announce this summer whether Trump will face charges for 2020 presidential election interference. And all of this comes as he's actually expected to be right here in Georgia. And, you know, there's of course, this Georgia GOP convention. Excuse me. He will be in Columbus for that convention, actually headlining the event tomorrow. Law enforcement and businesses in Columbus preparing for very big crowds. The convention actually kicks off today. The former president expected to speak there, putting Georgia once again in the political spotlight. Excuse me. Other speakers would include U.S. Senator Kelly Loeffler, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. You will not see Governor Brian Kemp or Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who are skipping the event. Excuse me. We spoke to a UGA political science professor who says Trump choosing to come to Georgia for the convention shows that he's hoping to win over votes after 2020.
Really, Georgia is an anti-Trump state. Trump does less well here than probably most any other state that Republicans have a shot at winning.
And we're going to have coverage of the convention on air and online. So, you know, be sure to download our Atlanta News First app if you haven't yet done so. We're going to follow the latest on that. Excuse me. As for some of the other top stories that we're following, new developments in the massive YSL case that we continue to follow as well. And just another twist and turn here. Excuse me. And of course, this case, you know, we haven't been able to get very far without another kind of drama, if you will. Court, when it resumes today, is going to be without one of the defendants. Christian Eppinger has been severed from the case. His attorney's laptop was seized. The attorney, Eric Johnson, says the state believes that Eppinger actually used the laptop to communicate with Akiba Stanley, the Fulton County Sheriff's deputy accused of having an inappropriate relationship with Eppinger. Johnson tells Atlanta News First a hearing on this is scheduled for June 21st on possible co-conspiracy charges. Excuse me. At last check, Johnson is still Eppinger's lawyer. Also want to let you know about this happening at the Georgia Aquarium as you're planning out your weekend. They are highlighting a new exhibit. Obviously, they have a lot of fun activities over the summer. There's going to be this brand new habitat focused on coastal birds, such as spoonbills. And this is the first time Georgia Aquarium has housed these type of birds, so they're pretty excited for that. This new exhibit will allow guests to learn about the importance of the environment they live in and what they can do, what we can all do to keep the habitat safe for these animals. This is expected to open this month, and Georgia Aquarium really wants you to come out and check it out. Okay, let's turn now to the forecast. There is an air quality alert. Maybe that's why I've been coughing so much. I apologize for that interruption on that. But meteorologist Rodney Harris is going to take over now, thank goodness, and tell us all about it.
Yeah, Joyce, I hope you're having a good Friday. The air quality alert we wanted to talk about because we do have that in a place is a code orange for today. I want to start out by saying this is not related to the smoke that we have been seeing in the Northeast and along the East Coast. This is actually sort of a typical code orange that we would see in the summertime in Atlanta, just because of the ozone that's out there. Whenever temperatures get hot, it kind of cooks that ozone, and it can make it very sensitive for those of you with lung issues. So just a heads up this afternoon, if you're one of those people like asthma or the elderly or younger children, try to avoid being outdoors for a long period of time, especially in the late afternoon, early evening hours when we typically see our peak heating. Our temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s today. So again, a code orange air quality alert for Metro Atlanta, but that is not associated with the smoke that we have been seeing in northeastern United States and along the East Coast. Outside of that, look at these temperatures. We got off to a relatively chilly start to your Friday. Some of us were in the 40s up in the mountains, but we are starting to warm up now. It's 73 in Atlanta, 68 right now in Dallas, 67 in Locust Grove, and today we're going to have dry air in place, so we'll warm into the 80s today, but it won't be quite as humid as what we would normally see this time of year, so it'll feel really pleasant outdoors, even though temperatures are in the 80s. And that's our story today. We can thank the pleasant air, or the pleasant weather, to this cool front that moved through yesterday. What will happen, though, is that cool front will actually move back to the north as a warm front on Sunday. That's going to bring the moisture back. It will also bring the rain back. So Sunday and Monday are first alerts for scattered storms each day. So make sure you have that umbrella handy Sunday and Monday if you do have any plans. It won't be a washout either day, but we'll certainly see some scattered storms. So that's why we decided to first alert both days. Those first alerts remain in effect. Here's kind of an idea of what you can expect Sunday. Looks like Sunday morning will be fine, particularly early Sunday morning. So as you head to church, you'll be fine. But by Sunday afternoon, we'll start to see some scattered rain out there. And that'll continue off and on throughout Sunday and again going into Monday. So make sure and have the umbrella ready to go Sunday and Monday. And we'll keep you up to date on that for sure. Here is your first alert forecast. Today, 85. We had some clouds out there this morning. You can actually see beyond the 7-day. Those clouds are quickly starting to move out. So this afternoon, it'll be completely sunny and 85 degrees. Saturday will be really nice as well, sunny, but it'll be warmer with the high near 90 degrees at 89 in Atlanta. And then there are the first alerts for Sunday and Monday for scattered storms. Because of the rain and the clouds that'll be around Sunday and Monday, temperatures won't be quite as hot, the low 80s. And then Tuesday, after a cold front passes us by, we should be relatively dry on Tuesday. Only a 20% chance of rain with a high of 85. And then we'll have another little smaller weather system that'll move in on Wednesday. So we've increased the rain chances to 40% on Wednesday. And it's possible that we may have to take Thursday up as well. After our cold front passes us by, we'll get kind of a break on Tuesday, but then it looks like we may settle into a wetter pattern as we end next week. That's a forecast we'll certainly keep you up to date on. In the meantime, outside of our code orange air quality alert for today, we hope you enjoy this Friday. Again, it'll be mostly sunny, really nice day, drier air, so it's a great start to your weekend. We will have Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez, who will have your latest forecast coming up on Atlanta News First at 9. Until then, we hope that you enjoy your weekend, and until next time, we'll see you soon.